Hey everyone, it's Jenny. I'm back with a project share. So I actually tried to craft today, and I really wanted to use this new cake punch that I got from Stampin' Up, and I kind of mentioned in a video, my haul video, that I really wanted to make this. The reason why I bought it is because I really wanted to make this unicorn cake embellishment, if I can find it. This unicorn cake embellishment here. Let me try focus. Okay, so that was the goal. I didn't realize that she wasn't a double layer cake, but I decided to just try and do it anyway. So this is what I came up with. So this is the punch die, the punch, and then in order to make the unicorn part of it, and I feel like she has too much mascara, but I use this, I have this unicorn die from AliExpress, and I just used a lot of the components here to make the cake. So I used the eyelashes, I just cut it in black, and it's a little bit longer here, so I just chopped off the ends and then I made it fit that way. It's a little thick though, so I don't know if I like that eyes or if I want to find different ones. And then this is the same, what is it called? Horn. But I cut this one out of like the iridescent cardstock, and then I just added a dot to the bow. And then I actually used the part of the unicorn head. I cut off the ears, and I used that to make the ears because I was like, it looks weird, like it wasn't looking like a unicorn. So I needed to do that, and then I didn't put all the other accessories on, but so that's how my unicorn cake came out, and I'm kind of happy with it. I think it does look like a unicorn. And then I wanted to make like a Minnie Mouse because I'm doing the Disney in September. So I thought I would try make Minnie and Mickey cakes, and so this is what I came up with. So I punched out the cake in black, and then I just punched out another layer. And this is the polka dot, and this is the red, and then I just cut it. I fussy cut the layer out, so you can kind of see it here. And then I just punched circles, and I glued it on the back to make the ears. And then Minnie needs a bow, of course, so I used this punch. I think it's Fiskars. Yeah, it's a Fiskars punch. And that is what I used to make the small bows. And then Mickey, I had to kind of check to see if I don't know why, I cannot decide if it's better in yellow or white, but I ended up going with white because all of Minnie's polka dots are white, and then they kind of match. Look how cute that is. So I have a Mickey and Minnie cake now, and unicorn cake. And then I talked about doing other animals, so I just decided to try one. It's hard to see because it's like craft color. Let me see if I can put it on the back of this. You can see it better. So this is the little bear I tried to make, but I felt like I was using punches to make the eyes, and I kind of didn't like how it was coming out. I felt it was a little too big for this particular bear. So instead I used the Nuvo drops, and you just got to make sure you place it correctly. And then I just punched out some circles to make the ears, and then I used a flower sequins for the hair, or the ear. So then I made one animal, and then I wanted to try a Hello Kitty. Okay, so Hello Kitty was kind of challenging for me because I guess the size of the eyes that I used were kind of bigger, so it looked kind of funny if I did it on the smaller tier. So I ended up just cutting down, the bottom tier and using that, and I was gonna just put that on the platter. And then I decided to do one more layer, and I did it in red, and I used this punch as a guide, but I made it a little bit longer, and then I just eyeballed it and rounded the corners, and this is what I came up with. So it's not my favorite one, but I think it came out okay. So the bow was actually from this same unicorn. I just cut out the bow again, and then I made the bow, and then the ears are also from the unicorn head, and so I just glued it to the back. So, and then the eyes and nose, because I was going to use circles, and it didn't quite look right. Hello Kitty, her eyes are more oval, and so is her nose. So I had this die that I got from AliExpress, and so I just die cut it in the yellow and the black, and I think that came out okay. I think it looks okay, but I had to use the wider side cake. Okay, so that's it. And then then I had really fun doing some Halloween ones. So the first thought I had was I wanted to do a pumpkin. So here's my pumpkin, and I think he came out really cute. Kind of looks like a doodlebug one. I think it needs like a little curly cue, so I gotta go find, I don't know what I have. Maybe I have a die here or there. Maybe on my pumpkin dies I might find one, and then I'll just have to cut it. But I thought he came out cute, and I just cut my own stump. These are just circle punches that I have, and then I put them on the black stand. I put everybody on a black stand. Then I made a ghost. I don't know if that you can really tell it's a ghost unless he's next to the pumpkin, right? So these guys, all the Halloween guys, gotta go together somehow so that you know it's a ghost. And then I tried to do candy corn. So this one I had to eyeball the top. So what I did was I just punched another one. I punched each one in each color. I punched one of each color. Sorry. And then, so this is the bottom tier, this is the middle tier, and then the top tier, I just, I got the second tier, and then I just cut it a little bit shorter, and then I rounded the corner using my scissors. I just eyeballed it. And then I put it on top of the black stand, and I think it pretty much looks like candy corn, huh? Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, keep hitting the stand. Okay, then I made the bat. So the bat, first I made it in black, and then I couldn't really see it, and he's kind of hard to see right now. But what I did was, let me try put a light on it. Hold on. Okay, can you see him better? Maybe a little bit. So I used the darkest purple that I had, and then I sorry, it's not getting any lighter. And then what I did was I used this bat punch. I found this really old small one. And I just cut the bat in half, and then I glued it to the back of the cake so he would have wings. And I kind of like that. It looks funny. It looks like he's super fat with the small wings. I like that look. And then I gave him just eyes. I don't know how to make the fangs. Not sure how I would do that. And then these are just from the bat wings again, and because it's kind of like that shape, I just cut the part of the wing. Maybe it looks better that way. I just cut part of the wing like that to make the ears. So that's how I made the bat. And then I wanted to make a witch. So this one I cut the cake out of green, and they all kind of have the same expression, right? And then I made a hat. So the hat was kind of hard because I don't really have the right tools for it. So I looked up witch hat punch art, and it says you can use a star, which makes sense, right? Because it makes that tip. And then if you don't want it like that, you can make it longer, and then you can kind of shape it how you want. So I just kind of trimmed the sides so that it was a skinnier hat and not so fat. And then what I did was I actually used the cake punch. So if you punch this part, this is what I cut to make the brim over here. And then I punched it again in orange, and I think I used this part here, and I cut that off, and I used it to make the little band. And I don't have a buckle, but I think it still looks okay. And then I thought she needed hair because she looked kind of weird, just with green. So I got purple again, and then I used this unicorn die again, and I used the bangs, and I cut it 3 times. So I gave her bangs, and then I used it for the back of her hair, and so you can see how I glued it on. And then I glued her onto the stand, and then I just gave her the same face as everybody else. I think she came out kind of cute though. Like, you can tell she's a witch, right? Okay, and then Frankenstein. I wanted to make a Frankenstein, but he's kind of hard because this is how I originally made him. And then he looked weird. Like I don't know, it didn't seem right, yeah, because usually his head is big on top, right? And like he has like the narrow neck. So I'm like, I think I made him upside down. So I had to try again. So this is the third one that I made. Okay, so I turned the cake upside down, and then I punched it out in black again, and then I used the bottom half, and then I just kind of used my scissors and made like a fringe for his hair. And it doesn't have to be perfect because he's Frankenstein. And then I glued on the face, and then I thought, oh, I need the bolts on the side of his neck. So all I did was I just cut little strips of yellow and I glued it to the back, and I had it sticking out. And I think that's enough. Like, you don't have to put the little screw things. So, and then I put him on the black stand. But I thought he looks a little weird because he's like smaller. I don't know. Like, look how big the witch looks. And then he looks like really small. But anyway, I think he looks better this way than this way. Right? He looks kind of weird like this. See, I'm like, oh, I think I made him upside down. So anyway, so that is my cakes that I made, and I just want to show you that you don't have to only just make regular cakes out of it. You can use your imagination, and if you have like a theme going or whatever, you can always you know, customize your cakes, like if you owned a bakery, and make it look like what your theme is. So anyway, that is my project share for today, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.